Welcome to First Baptist Church and to our Singing Seniors concert. My name is Lori Ann Horn Pendleton, and I'm the Minister of Music and Senior Adults here at First Baptist. And I would like to make a few introductions. Our pianist here at the church and our accompanist for tonight is Mrs. Leslie Hughes Robertson. Our friends that we have playing with us, I would like to introduce to you all. They are all wonderful and so talented, and I'm so grateful for each of them. Charlene Romano, Cynthia Salcedo, Natalia O'Brien, Jean Makeley, and Dr. Alan Salcedo. I'd like to thank one of our singing seniors, Mrs. Donna Breeden, for the beautiful, lovely decorations. And I'd also like to thank Margaret and Lowell McClenahan for setting up the pie reception next door, which is your reward for coming to the concert. So, doing the sound system for us tonight is Mr. Roy Miller. Thank you, Roy. And lastly, but certainly not least, our narrator for this evening. I've said that he could read the phone book and it would sound interesting. I've only said that about two people, James Earl Jones and Phil Luttrell. Thank you so much for being with us this evening, and I hope you enjoy the program.
Thanks, Lori. Good evening. Thank you all for coming. It's a real pleasure to be with you this evening. I want to thank Lori Pendleton and the Singing Seniors for inviting me to be a part of tonight's concert. Tonight, we want everybody to have a lot of fun tonight. Tonight is Senior Citizens Night. You're not going to get a discount like you would at JCPenney's or Belk, but you will get a slice of pie. We'll tell you more about that a little later. But tonight it is all about seeing the seniors and this fabulous group known as the Singing Seniors. Lori said this is the 16th concert the choir has given for the community. 16 concerts. Can you believe that? That's a lot of concerts. Now you have to be good to have 16 concerts. You keep going like that, and you'll be right up there with Lady Gaga. I can see by the expression on some of your faces, you're wondering, who in the world is Lady Gaga? Well, there's no mistaking who this group is. They are First Baptist Church's Singing Seniors, and boy, do they belt out a tune. Just think, in concert tonight in Winchester, Virginia, Little Winchester, Virginia. And who knows, tomorrow night, maybe Carnegie Hall. Have you ever been to Carnegie Hall? Who's been there? A couple of you. I've always wanted to go to Carnegie Hall, and we were in New York a few years ago, and we were trying to locate that famous landmark. So I stopped one of the locals and asked him, said, how do I get to Carnegie Hall? And in typical New York fashion, he said, hey, man, with practice. So choir, you keep on practicing. I think Lori deserves one big round of applause. She is really dedicated to these seniors. And in addition to working with the seniors, she directs the adult choir and is very active in visiting the shut-ins and hospital patients. Well, what do you think of tonight's title for the concert? Songs of Praise and Pie. Now, after the concert tonight, you will be treated to some of the most delicious pie you've ever eaten, and I just wonder if they serve pie at a Lady Gaga concert. I doubt it. It's got to be true. It's got to be true what they say about Baptists. Whenever two or more Baptists get together, there's bound to be food. Now, if this had been Wednesday night, you'd have had fried chicken. We want to thank all those who baked the pies and brought them in. But before we slice up the pie, you're going to be treated to a slice of an old-fashioned songfest. It's with a great deal of pleasure that First Baptist Church presents Winchester's own Singing Seniors with their annual fall concert. And to open the 2017 concert season, the choir will sing, "Crown Him King of Kings, and come Christians join to sing."
Crown him King of Kings, crown him Lord of Lords, wonderful Counselor, the mighty God, Emmanuel, God is with us, and he shall reign, he shall reign, he shall reign forevermore.
Lie right, are they good? And what a wonderful selection to open tonight's concert. Crown him King of Kings. You know, many countries have a king, but the world has only one king. As the song says, he shall reign forevermore. As a church, we are so blessed to have so many wonderful singers and a choir director like Lori, who herself is a very talented professional singer. Don't you, I think you'll agree that they have the stage presence to delight any audience. What do you think? Don't you think they belong on the stage? Every time I hear that phrase, I recall the time that I was asked to be the MC for a local event. And what was so special about it was that 3 other members of First Baptist were also involved in that event. You had Paul Thompson, and many of you remember Paul. He was the choir director here for many years and a teacher at Jameswood High School. Well, he was one of the judges. And the late Tom Malcolm, remember Tom? He was the principal at the venue where the event was going to be held. And this next name you're going to know, Jack Fretwell. Yeah, remember Jack? He was a wonderful comedian and entertainer. And he's the one that, as a matter of fact, Jack was supposed to be the MC, but he was just getting over a cold, and he was there, and he wanted to know if I would do it, and I said, yeah. So after the event was over, he came up to me and he said, Phil, he said, you did a great job tonight. He said, you know what? He said, you belong on the stage. And I said, Jack, I said, you really mean that? He said, absolutely. He said, there's one leaving in town in 5 minutes. Why don't you be on it? Jack had a wonderful sense of humor. And one of the things that you have to admire about seniors is their wonderful sense of humor. And since tonight we are honoring seniors, if you would allow me a personal moment to share. A number of years ago, my mother was at Rose Hill Nursing Home in Berryville. And one evening, she asked me, said, are you still taking guitar lessons? And I said, yeah. She said, well, would you bring your guitar down and sing for some of the residents? I said, Mom, I said, you know I can't sing. I'd be embarrassed in front of people. She says, well, why don't you practice on me first? So the next night, I took my guitar down, and she really wasn't feeling well at all. But she wanted me to sing anyway. So I sang a couple of her favorite songs. And so I could tell that she was getting tired. So I said, Mom, look, I'm going to have to go. And I said, I really hope that you get better. And she looked up at me and said, yes, son, I hope you get better too. Well, now the Singing Seniors would like to take us on a little journey, not just an ordinary journey, but a thoughtful walk with Jesus, because we need the assurance that no matter what obstacle is put in our pathway, it'll be a lot better. Here's the choir to sing, I Want Jesus to Walk With Me.
I want Jesus to walk with me. I want Jesus to walk with me all along this pilgrim journey. Lord, I want Jesus to walk with me.
In my trials, please walk with me. In my trials, please walk with me. When the shades of life are falling, Lord, I want Jesus to walk with me.
To
Have you ever thought of what a church service would be like without music? Well, you get out a little bit earlier. A Christian would have to add another 15 minutes. But I'm just kidding about that. Seriously, it brings a bit of joy to your life. It offers a soothing quality as you sit there in meditation. The great 16th century composer Ludwig van Beethoven says it best. Music is a higher revelation than wisdom and philosophy. It is the electrical soil in which the Spirit lives, thinks, and invents. And on a more contemporary note, the late singer and songwriter John Denver says, music brings people together. It allows us to experience the same emotions, no matter what language we speak, no matter what color we are. Music proves we are all the same. And the choir now turns its attention to the relationship that we have with God and the simple things that bring us the most joy. Let's enjoy their rendition of I Am His and He Is Mine.
Loved with everlasting love, led by grace that love to know, gracious Spirit from above, thou hast taught me it is so. Oh, this full and perfect peace, oh, this transport all divine, in a love that shall not cease. I am His and He is mine, in a love that shall not cease. I am His and He is mine.
Heaven above is softer blue, earth around is sweeter green. Something lives in every hue, Christless eyes have never seen. Birds with cloud a song will flow, flowers with deeper beauty shine. Since I know as I am known, I am His and He is mine.
They have it in high gear tonight. Fantastic. You know, being a senior gives you an unrivaled advantage over these young whippersnappers. That's because you have wisdom over knowledge. Now, there's a saying, and it's right here on the inside cover of our concert book. It's an old saying that says, knowledge means understanding that a tomato is actually a fruit. But wisdom means knowing not to put one in a fruit salad. Well, regardless of the metaphor, you can be thankful for your wisdom and those beautiful voices. As we continue acknowledging God's gifts, what could be more beautiful than a morning sunrise or an evening sunset, or the melodic song of a bird, or the vibrant hues of nature that abounds, or the smell of a fresh apple pie? Now that summer is gone and fall is here, we take delight in the smell of the crisp fall air. It's a wonder to behold. And now the choir sings the wonder of it all.
There's a wonder of sunset at evening, the wonder of sunrise I see, but the wonder of wonders that fills my soul is the wonder that God loves me.
There's a wonder of springtime and harvest, the sky, the stars, the sun, but the wonder of wonder that thrills my soul is a wonder that's only begun.
Aren't you glad you came tonight? And you thought that all Baptists did was eat. Well, we're going to hear more from the Singing Seniors after a short break. But at this time, we're going to take up a love offering to support the ministry of this fine, fine singing group. Thank you all very much. Really appreciate that. We hope you're having a good time. Are you? Let's hear it. Huh? Having a good time? Hey, it's not every night seniors can stay up this late. Where's Ed Barnett? Huh? Ed? Where is he? Oh, there. Okay. Ed and I are in the same Sunday school class, and Ed came up to me the other day. I don't know why he asked me this. He said, do you know how you can tell when you're getting old? And I said, oh, gee, Ed, I don't know. How do you tell? He said, you know you're getting old when you get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and it's only 9 o'clock. Ed, you don't have to go, do you? Just checking out. I didn't know. I think we better get into the second half of this concert. The choir now sings Shepherd of the Stars.
God sits enthroned above the earth and stretches out the heavens. Lift up your eyes and see who created all of these. He who brings out the starry host one by one and calls them each by Shepherd of the stars.
Just beautiful. Speaking of stars, hey, we have a whole stage full of them right there. With voices like theirs, they could brighten up any night. You know, as a group, they are known as the Singing Seniors, but I think you should get to know them up close and in person. So we're going to ask them if they would give the name, tell a little bit about themselves, and but before we do that, I'd like to recognize Hilda Turner. Hilda is a member of the Singing Seniors, but she is not singing tonight. She is here with us.
Hilda is one of our 97-year-olds, and she's been a friend of mine a long time. I love you. All right.
I'm Sue Patterson. I'm the first of the second generation of Singing Seniors, and this is my second concert.
Margaret McClanahan, this is our 9th year. Carol Croson, my 3rd year.
I'm Naomi Hoover, grandma of everyone here. I'm 97 years old. Been here since the beginning of it.
I'm Betty Hannah Hess. I was singing in the choir for about 10 years as Betty Hannah. Then I added Hess to that, and I've been singing almost 5 years as Betty Hannah Hess. And I want to say happy birthday to Mr. Hess out there.
I'm Jane Mahaffey. I've been with the group about 8 years.
I'm Betty Kisner. I've been 2 years here and love it.
I'm Susie Knapp. I've been here 13 years.
Marjorie Sweat, I've been here 2 years.
Arlene Flewelling, I've been here since the beginning.
I'm Marcia Oliver. I've been here 6 years. And this choir ranges in age from 62 to 97. And I'm the 62-year-old, so I get to say I'm the youngest.
I'm Jim Pendleton. I've been in with 18 years with the choir.
I'm Irvin Horn. I've been in the Singin Seniors 15 years.
I'm Ed Barnett, 3 years.
I'm the other Ed. I'm Ed Hashman, and I've been with them for 2 years.
Hi, my name's Ken Becker. I moved with the church for about a year and a choir for about 2 weeks. And I'd like to say thanks to all the veterans, okay?
I'm Robert Palmer. I've been here, what's it been, Lori, 20 years? I'm like Eileen, original.
I'm Walt Neidig. I've been in the choir for 2 years.
Lowell McClanahan and Margaret say we've been here for 9 years. I'm Bill Breeden. I've been a Singing Senior for 10 years. It seems like longer, but we have a great time.
I'm Sam Gilliland. I've been here about 2 years.
Shirley Lehman, 2 years.
Jean Heskett, 19 years.
Charlene Palmer, and I'm one of the original when the choir was developed.
I'm Mary Horn. I've been in the choir 10 years.
Irvin retired before I did. I worked longer. And I'm Lori's mother.
I'm Sandra Ramey, and I've been in the choir for 2 years. I've been singing in choirs and groups all my life since high school, and I'll have to say this is my very favorite choir.
I'm Elma Morrison, and I've been here since we began in 1997, one of the originals.
I'm Gail Hollinger, and this is my first year.
I'm Eileen Gilliland, the other Eileen, and my husband Sam goofed. We've been in the choir 7 years.
I'm Donna Breeden. I've been in the Singin Seniors for 10 years.
I'm Maxine Barnett, and I've been singing here for 10 years.
I don't know if I should say this or not, but I think somebody is having a birthday. Mary Horn is having a birthday today. You know, just a aside here, during dress rehearsal, I don't know if it was a slip or not, but Naomi, when she introduced herself, she said that she was 79. And you remember that? She looks and feels like 79, I tell you. Yeah. Well, you know, today started out fantastic. It was a beautiful sunshine, and then it ended in a typical fall day, which reminds us that not every day is full of sunshine. There comes a time when we're faced with some stormy weather. Remember as a kid, when you knew a storm was coming, you ran into the bedroom and crawled under the bed? Well, I guess that most of us have sought shelter when a storm is coming. Just think of the tragedy those people in Texas, Florida, and Puerto Rico endured this past summer due to the hurricanes. But you know, in the midst of all that chaos, God was there in their presence, providing help and giving them hope that the storm would pass. And now the choir captures that spirit with this uplifting song, "Till the Storm Passes By."
In the dark of the midnight have I oft hid my face, while the storm howls above me, and there's no hiding place. Mid the crash of the thunder, precious Lord, hear my cry, keep me safe till the storm passes by. Till the storm passes over, till the thunder sounds no more, till the clouds go forever from the sky. Let me stand in the
and the storms come no more. Let me stand in thy presence on that bright, peaceful shore, in that land where the tempest never comes. Lord, may I dwell with thee when the storm passes by.
Wow, what a message that song has for those who have experienced difficulties in their lives. You all smell something? Anybody smell anything? Huh? You don't smell? Where's it coming from? Oh my gosh, how did that get in there? Somebody left me a slice of pie. I'm sorry I don't have enough to share with you. I'm not going to wait for you. I'm going to go ahead and eat mine. No, I can't. My wife's looking at me. And she says, no. Okay. Let's really enjoy the talent of the Singin Seniors as they sing, He's My Friend.
Jesus is all the world to me, my life, my joy, my all. He is my strength from day to day. Without him I would fall. When I am sad, to him I go. No other one can cheer me so. When I am sad, he makes me glad. He's my friend. Jesus is all the world to me, my friend in trials sore. I go to him for blessings and he gives them more and more. He sends the sunshine and the rain. He sends the harvest, golden grain. Sunshine and rain, harvest of grain. He's my friend. Jesus is all the world to me, and true to him I'll be. Oh, how could I, his friend, deny when he's so true to me? Following is my friend. Jesus is all the world to me.
Having the soloist been great this evening? Just great. And makes you feel good, doesn't it? To know you have a friend like Jesus. Choir, you gave special meaning to that piece. And tonight, you've made a lot of friends. Sorry to think that it's time for the finale. Seems like we just got started, but it just proves that when you're having fun, time flies. So, choir, I want you to take a deep breath, because I want you to show them that you still are young enough to cut the mustard. We've had a lot of fun tonight, and we hope you have too. And don't forget the pie. You are invited to go to the CEB room or building that's adjacent to the church for those delicious pies. But before we hear from the choir, I just want to say that the Singin Seniors, Lori Pendleton and Leslie Robertson, have put together this sensational program that speaks to the relationship we have with all of our church members and with the entire community. It all transcends all barriers. And the finale for tonight's concert is Immortal, Invisible, God Only Wise.
In all life thou livest the true life of all. We blossom and flourish as leaves on a tree, and wither and perish, but no changes thee. Immortal, invisible, God only wise. Well, tonight we'd like to thank Lori for all of her efforts, she and Leslie. They went through a lot to work us up. But she did a good job. She didn't throw us out. She didn't fuss at us too much. But she did have problems, and so we had someone who provided her a stool so she could sit through this because her doctor told her she had to. And she did a good job there. And also, we'd like to thank Phil. Phil's been around for probably 80 years. It's probably not that long. But I've known him for 60 years. So, yeah, and I'm not even from here. So, so anyway, he's done a good job. So also, and each of the choir members, just think, these folks came to every practice. We only had maybe one or two who were out sick. They didn't lay out because of this or that or the other. They came. And how wonderful is that to have somebody do a job for her and to do it each week. And so we want to thank those folks for that. Thank you, darling. Thank you for this. And also, we'd like to thank you. If you get up off that seat. Thank you.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for inviting me to be a part of it. Thank you very much.
We have one more that we need to recognize. You know, there are musicians and there are piano players, and then there's Leslie.
Okay. Anything else? Anybody got anything?
That's it.
Okay. Again, thank you all very much for coming. We really hope you did enjoy it and you'll tell your friends about it for the 17th, right? 17th concert coming up. And it may be in Carnegie Hall, who knows? So why don't you have some pie? It's right next door. Thank you all.